I want to share with you some of the essential marketing books that I've read over sort of the last 9, 10 years whilst I've been running my freelance business. And these are books that I've also shared with clients and colleagues. They're ones that have had a big impact on me. The ones that have stuck in my mind, have given me practical things I can use in my business. And the ones that I've heard back from my clients and the people I've recommended the books to, that they've also found these to be like really impactful on the work they do. And I'm going to kick this off with the book that I recommend to people more than any other book, and it's Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. So let's jump in and have a look at who the book is kind of targeted at in the first instance. So really, it's a massive audience because it's anyone involved in trying to build or grow a business. So obviously, if you're working in marketing, it's going to be a great read. But even if you're not directly involved in marketing and you're maybe just an entrepreneur, kind of steering the ship, or you're working in sales or kind of product creation within a business, this book is going to give you a really good insight and understanding into really what marketing is all about. And it does it by focusing on the power of story and how narrative is such an effective kind of tool for communication and for connecting with your audience, whatever that audience might be. So let's take a look at some of the things you're actually going to learn specifically in this book. And the first thing I'll mention here is that it's a really simple book. So I love simplicity. I love simple frameworks, things that you can kind of hold on to and remember without having to constantly go back and reread a book or reference different things to actually use it in your business. Once you've read through this book once and you've done the exercises in the book, doesn't take long, you can have this really cool framework that you can just keep reusing over and over again in your business. The other thing you're going to learn here is really how to understand your customers and audience in a really simple way. And it's going to probably show you some new and different ways that you've not come across elsewhere before of how to get into the mind of your customers, not just focusing on kind of why they're interested in you and your business, but to really get a deep understanding of what their buying motivations are. And these are things you can tap into when you start applying this to your own marketing. It's then going to present a solution to you, a process rather, for how you can present your own solution to the audience and essentially sell your products and services, but without doing it in a really salesy way. StoryBrand's really very much focused on helping, guiding and serving your audience. And that's another thing that I love about the book is none of this stuff's kind of sort of going to make you cringe when you start implementing it in the business. It's actually really fun stuff to implement. It's feel good. It makes you feel good when you apply this in your business, and you get a great response off customers who are kind of the recipients of marketing that uses the StoryBrand methodology. The fourth thing here, which I know there's loads I love about it, I love this as well about the book. The fourth thing is it ties Joseph Campbell's hero's journey into marketing, which is really interesting. So if you're familiar with it, the hero's journey is basically this concept that everybody's kind of on their own hero's journey. So we're all individually, we are all heroes, and we go on our journey through life. We face challenges, we're trying to achieve things and help other people along the way. And on that journey, we need guides and we need help from other people to overcome some of those challenges. And what StoryBrand really focuses on is making sure that all of your marketing refers to your customers as the hero. So it acknowledges and recognizes that they're the hero, they're on their own journey, they've got their own stuff going on. Your business isn't the hero in the story, it's the guide. Your role is to support them on kind of overcoming their challenges and bringing about the things that they want in their life. And for a lot of business owners, that can be quite a mindset shift the first time you come across that. And it certainly was for me the first time I started reading and learning about StoryBrand. Okay, so the learnings are great. How can you actually apply it in the business? So as I've already mentioned, it's hugely practical. That's one of the great things about StoryBrand is that the whole book is basically a set of exercises and a framework that you work through and you implement it as you go. So if you go through that book, you read it and you do the things it says at the end of each chapter, by the end of it, you've basically created a kind of a marketing message or a brand message. And once you've got that message, there's then some really easy ways you can go out and start applying it in your business. So that might be putting it into your website, into brochures, ads, emails, in conversations. I think the biggest thing here is not just how you implement it in the business, but it's going to be the mindset shift that I've just spoken about, which changes your perception of basically how you're running your business and communicating with your customers. It's a really powerful shift, and it unlocks a lot of potential in your business in terms of how you connect with your customers. So in summary, it's a really easy read. There's a really low time investment, not just for reading the book, but for actually following through the exercises and creating this marketing message that you get at the end of it. And the payoff is massive. There's really big long-term benefits. I've loved it myself. I use it to this day. I use it with all my clients, and I recommend it everywhere I can. And I've never had anyone read the book and come back to me and say it wasn't worth the time or the £10 they spent on buying it on Amazon. So if you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend. Hopefully this has convinced you. Head over to Amazon, buy the book, go through the framework, create your marketing message to clarify your marketing message, and start using it in your business to fix your marketing. Okay, cheers. Bye now.